The world has a very huge waste problem, and Africa bears the burden of that waste challenge with tons of waste, e-waste, shipped to Africa daily. On Green Angle today, we are at an e-waste recycling plant to meet a young man in Lagos, southern Nigeria, who is working hard to help tackle this challenge. I am Ugochi Oluibo. Come along with us and let's see what he is doing in an eco-friendly way. So let's begin with your passion. What inspired you to start an e-recycling plant?
The inspiration came with more knowledge on Nigeria problems, and I started off. Well, I came back in 2008, and with an outside view, a diasporan view, I came back with a fresh eye, looking at what is lacking in this country. So many things, but the main issues that I saw directly in your face was the crisis, the electronic waste crisis, which thankfully I had around me all the information that I desired to make the decision to start what we're seeing here today.
So what were you doing before you started this?
Oh yes, I was into hotel management. I have a law degree, so very, very mixed. Yes, law degree. The last thing I was doing was hotel management. I came back and did my NYSC. So after that, went entrepreneurial, and so the research, and that's my hobby, is research. When everybody is going out, I'm researching on my computer, and I found out a lot of things, ways to benefit the country.
You had the idea, and how did you start? How did you get funding?
Oh.
You just had a dream. How did you make this dream come alive? How did you start?
Well, very, very painfully. We started off with nothing. I started off with a shed, just to pilot electronic waste management. Now, when we say electronic waste management, it's everything that you need to do professionally to keep electronic waste out of landfills and out of necessarily the hands of those that don't understand how to deal with the negative aspects of electronic waste. We started off with tampering with computers, refurbishing a little bit, that sort of thing. As we went further, the evangelical nature of what we have to do, because we're dealing with a crisis, I hope you know. It's an international crisis, but Nigeria is at the forefront of that crisis. So, the better I got the more understanding I got, the better I got at communicating this problem. The more information I got, the more support I got. And eventually, I suppose it fell on the right ears, and we got what they call angel investors, and they who believed in us. And until today, it's very strange, but they're still there, and hoping that the entire country embraces electronic waste recycling, because we need to.
Okay, so you're talking about the investors who believed in you. What did they see?
They saw a huge problem, and they saw a market that is untapped as well. It's a blue ocean. Now some people knew about it, but they did not have what it takes and the necessary vision to deal with it properly. What the company now represents is a company that, yes, you can make money from, but the responsibility of doing things properly, especially as you're starting off, and let's just say you'll become the flagship company. For an industry that hasn't taken off at all, you have to do it correctly and set the standard. That's what we're doing now. When we talk about environmentally friendly or eco-friendly electronic waste recycling, is very, very important if you want to call yourself an electronic waste recycler.
Tons of e-waste to make it to Africa every day without those receiving them here, understanding the impact of these on the environment and the humans here. But for those who ship them, many of them understand exactly what they are doing. It's just a simple way to trash their toxic waste. This is Green Angle, and next is Eco Reports. The world's waste problem affects land, water, and air. In a farming community in Lagos, Nigeria, the waste ending up in the waters here affects the livelihood of the fishermen.
The water is very, very clean. Where we are bathing there, where we catch fish there, no any problem. But now, the dirty way many people are put inside the water is that way they happen where with fish that they get many problems. It was sometimes where they call one fish, just say, you know, go get any meat inside.
Dredging is a big reason why we don't get enough fish in Lagos.
2. Pollution of the oil. A part of the Bayelsa.
Pipeline vandalism at a place like Ibeshe affects us here because of the pollution that comes with it. Even spills from Niger Delta gets here.
Now,
the water is polluted, so the fishes are no more there. The oil pollution also affects the net and hook. Companies using chemicals for dyeing at Igomu, they pour chemicals in the water and it kills the fishes.
Chemical, don't fish are shorty gomu. It's a chemical. This before this can be this can be like this. It's a chemical, it's a chemical. Coca-Cola. So what did that mean? See, Obi only
At a community dialogue put together by an organization, Health of Mother Earth International, working to educate communities on how to protect their environment, discussion around sustainable fishing and the effect of oil spills was at the top.
The oil spills don't respect geographic boundaries. And oil spills from Nigeria actually do get to Lagos. I remember in 1988 when ExxonMobil had a major oil spill at their platform offshore Ibano. The oil spill got as far as Lagos and compensations were paid, I think, to some communities, people who were impacted along the entire coastline. We're also having some other hidden pollution coming from outside Nigeria. I do suspect personally that the pollution from the phosphate factory in Beme in Togo must be getting to Badagry at least, because the pollution from the factory is dumped directly into the ocean. And when you stand at the coastline of Togo, you can see as far as 1.5 kilometers, 1.5 kilometers of the ocean water is totally green. And fishermen cannot fish them because the fisheries have been destroyed. So there's a lot of impact on fisheries by industrial activities along the coastal lines.
Sand filling of the shore sends fish away. The reclamation has affected Etiosa so much that we are not in business as we used to be. Foreign trolleys also take all the fishes.
From air pollution, e-waste, liquid and solid waste, the conversation around conservation is one that needs to keep making the headlines. Recycling 1 ton of cardboard saves over 9 cubic yards of landfill space and 24% of the total energy needed for virgin cardboard. Recycling aluminium takes 95% less energy than making aluminium from raw materials. Recycling glass saves 30% of the energy required when producing glass from raw materials like soda ash, sand and limestone. Crushed glass, called cullet, melts at a lower temperature than the raw materials, which saves energy. Steel cans, which are used for holding coffee, vegetables and other food products, are often referred to as tin cans, but there is only 0.15% tin in a steel can. What what makes it really eco-friendly? It's easy to say we do eco-friendly recycling, but there are no tangible things, or I mean, it's just branding, or do you really do eco-friendly recycling? How do you do it?
Okay, well, one of the main aspects of one of the main machines that we're using to deal with electronic waste is a cathode ray tube. Yeah, cathode ray tube or CRT recycling facility, which is this one here. Okay, these are one of the most poisonous elements of electronic waste recycling. In fact, most electronic waste recycling companies don't even like this element because it doesn't generate that much revenue. It's more or less the human. It's like a human social, yes, corporate social responsibility, human responsibility. You know, it's something that needs to be done because of the vastly toxic elements within. We've got lead, we've got mercury, you've got various carcinogens, what they call carcinogens, that are within this. So basically, these CRTs are not supposed to be handled by anyone who does not have the knowledge and the machinery that can deal with it in an eco-friendly way. So we got a heavy investment for this particular area because we have the benchmark. We want to leave a benchmark as to what and who we are, what we represent, what other companies are supposed to be doing.
Okay, so can you walk us through the process of how it gets recycled? And we need to wear this, right?
Sure, goggles. When electronic waste comes in, the first thing that we need to do is dismantle, okay? Because you can see with the dismantling process, I mean, this gentleman in front of me, he has his gloves, he has his face mask, because a lot of electronic waste, unbeknown to many people, okay, it's, you know, you're not supposed to breathe in anything regarding electronic waste. We have a lot of, the entire building, ventilation systems, etc., is up to standard, international standards. It has to be well ventilated and they have to be well protected. Once a machine of any kind or a device has been tagged as electronic waste, i.e. non-functioning, and it can't be refurbished or anything, no parts is usable, then it's dismantled, like I said. So this specifically is for dead e-waste, what we classify as electronic waste, e-waste, okay? So, if it's e-waste, dead waste, it comes out to here, okay? And then for the CRT, specifically the CRTs, come over here. We have different fragments of already dismantled CRTs, okay? They come over to this table. You can see some CRTs on the floor here. Going to remove, he's going to unscrew the parts of the shell, the outer casing, the plastic casing of the CRT screen, okay? Then what is within is a lead capsule as well as a lead film at the front of the screen. When we go over there, the lead film in front of the screen is going to be cleansed. It's going to be detoxified, if that's a word, for better use of a word.
Companies that manufacture this item should take responsibility for the recycling? Should they have their own plants, so when you're done with this product, you return it straight to them for an incentive or for nothing?
Yes, that is needed. The responsibility of the OEMs, as they're called, is crucial. I mean, some OEMs do have what they call take-back schemes. Okay, so whatever they sell, they take it back in order to engage proper recycling to ensure that it is not basically discarded in a manner that is going to damage the environment and humans. So that aspect is abroad, is in the United Kingdom, United States, etc., etc. It's not strong here. I mean, we don't even have proper electronic waste recycling companies here. Very few who are even engaging it in its definitive term. But the eco-friendly aspect of it, as I said before, is crucial. The OEMs know this. They have to take better responsibility, okay, for it, and they are making a bit of an effort. So, you know, hopefully it can be more stronger.
This is what we call the CRT turbo. This is where the separations and the treatment of the CRT is being carried out. I can see the operator. What he's trying to do now is already placed the tube over there. And so he's going to program it to a certain minute, you know, that would have, there's a one that we see there, the wire, we call it hot band wire. It assists in the separation of the glasses. You know, the top glasses we call down on the funnel, and the downside there we call it, the casing, which contains the toxic aspect of it. You know, after that, then it's going to use, there is a particular, what we call, it's called vacuum. It's going to vacuum the fluorescence powder, which is very, very toxic. So, and it's trapping at the back, which I'm going to show you. That is where it's trapping. And everything inside this place is vacuum. Nothing is coming out. Because even though when it opens, you know, we're supposed to have some particulate that dispatch through the air. But no, because it's well vacuumed. Anything, any air that goes in there, don't come out. So that is basically he's trying to do now. You can see you've already separated the two glass. So you will see him, and the reason why he used these things is because of the glass. In the sun, you can see the kit to prevent, if eventually the thing, because you cannot write on the, any risk I can, attach to it. So you take off the mask. This is a toxic element. Without this, you can't see the reflections. You can't see the reflection. This is what's helped the reflection, and it's very, very, very toxic. Yes. So this is a vacuum.
This is the data destruction section. This is our, what they call an off-site shredder, okay? This is used if any company or any agency or whoever wants to engage the shredding of their hard drives or confidential data storage devices, okay? So we will go over there, bring it over here, they will shred, it will be put in here, okay? It will be shredded. It's quite impossible to retrieve. The information within is quite impossible to retrieve, but it's still possible. Okay, what makes it impossible further is degaussing. Okay, so we're going into the on-site data destruction machine. Okay, so this process I'm going to take you through. You have to watch your step and follow my lead, please. So this machine can shred on its own. Degaussing is not even required because it shreds to the level of 6 millimeters. This is 99.9% impossible, basically impossible for anyone to retrieve the data that's within any storage device if it passes through this machine. Okay.
So what's your plan for the future? What's your plan? What's your vision for Africa in terms of e-waste recycling?
We hope the industry flourishes, obviously. We hope more recycling organizations. We can't do it alone. The e-waste crisis is huge. I mean, it's mind-boggling, the amount of electronic waste that actually gets shipped over here, talk less of what gets generated here in Nigeria. It's something that we cannot handle alone. I mean, we have our plans, okay, by 2019 to begin the construction of our full process plant. We have it. We have that plant for another state in this country. So we, even with that plant, we should not be the only ones dealing with this problem. I mean, the monetary aspect is fine, but the problem will persist even though it's just one person. So we need as many recycling companies, responsible electronic waste recycling companies, not just in Nigeria, in West Africa and in Central Africa, whichever, okay, to be able to deal with this problem.
Okay. Now you say it's a problem, and we know the most important method of solving this problem is by advocacy, by teaching people what happens when you're done with your electronic. What do you do with it? How do I reach out to you? What happens? Okay, if you're done with your electronics, okay, if it's totally old and it's dead, okay, what you do, the parts that are refurbishable, if it's totally not dead, then you can give it to us at a certain price. You can ask for a certain price, but if it's dead, then you have to give it to us. Normally it's supposed to be free of charge, but you can actually get something small for the dead. There's an incentive that we can give for it. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ifeanyi Ochenuga. We appreciate it. And that's our program for today. Remember, you can always send your comments and suggestions using the addresses on your screen. And if you do have a green project idea or an event, you can send us a photo or a video and we'll help you share it with the world. I am Ugochi Oluibo. Now I have to find my way down from here.